Hey guys, welcome to Imagination Station with the Fulton County Library System. My name is Miss Liane and I'm a librarian here at the Milton Library. So today I've got a great book for you. It is called Winged Wonders, Solving the Monarch Migration Mystery. The author is Meeg Pincus and it's illustrated by Yas Imamura. And that is the cover. The illustrations in this book are wonderful. I do want to mention this book is available to borrow via Libby by Overdrive, so you can read the ebook if you like. Otherwise, go to fulcolibrary.org and place a hold on this book, and then you can pick it up with curbside service. So, this is a great book, like I said. Kirkus Reviews calls it a fascinating and inspiring steam-driven tale. So let's read this book, and then we'll see why it's a steam-driven tale. So it is nonfiction, and it is told in a story format, which is nice. So I hope you guys like it. Winged Wonders, Solving the Monarch Migration Mystery. For centuries, up and down North America, every year brought a mystery. Monarch butterflies swooped in for a spell like clockwork from somewhere beyond, then disappeared as curiously as they came. Where do they go? People pondered from southern Canada, through the middle of the United States, all the way to central Mexico. In 1976, the world finally learned the answer with a groundbreaking discovery. A one-of-a-kind insect journey, a remote roosting place, a small speck on the map where millions of monarchs are drawn like magnets each winter. The Great Monarch Migration, the news stories called it. So this is a newspaper from 1976. So, who solved this age-old mystery? Who tracked these winged wonders from one end of the continent to the other? Who found their secret roosting place, a marvel of nature? Was it Fred, the Canadian scientist who spent 30 years studying the monarch mystery from his university lab? Who drove the United States with Nora, his research partner wife, like detectives trying to track the cagey creature's migration from Canada southward? Who tagged monarchs' fragile wings, first with paint that faded, then with labels that plopped to the ground when wet, and finally with price tags that stuck? Was it Nora, master organizer of the monarch material they collected, who placed ads in newspapers near and far, seeking ordinary people to help by tagging monarch wings in their hometowns? Who wrote newsletters and kept in touch with all those volunteers? Who logged and mapped every tidbit of information they sent into the lab? Work. Was it those dozens, then hundreds, then thousands of science teachers, backyard gardeners, and other curious souls who answered Nora's ads and became citizen scientists, who gently caught, tagged, and released the delicate dancing insects to help solve the migration mystery? Was it Ken, the American adventurer, who spotted Nora's ad in a Mexico City newspaper while visiting there? Who called her in Canada and agreed to follow the monarchs through Mexico where he didn't speak the language? Who bumped along winding roads with his newlywed wife, Catalina, for nearly 2 years trying to track the butterfly's twisting trail? Was it the villagers and farmers of central Mexico who directed the couple to look higher, higher, up into the thin air of the volcanic mountains and their oyama tree groves? Who for generations welcomed the monarchs' soaring spirits during autumn Dia de los Muertos celebrations? Who led the whispered whereabouts of their winter roosting place? Was it Catalina, born and raised in Mexico, who introduced Ken to her beloved monarchs? Who spoke with the locals in her Spanish dialect to guide their search? Who kept 40 notebooks of meticulous monarch data? who first crunched through early morning snow high in the Sierra Madre Mountains into an oyamo grove and exclaimed, I see them, up here. Was it Jim? Oh my gosh. Was it Jim, the American science teacher, who, with his students, attached teeny tags to tiny wings, who caught and tagged the very monarch in a Minnesota goldenrod field that Fred later found among millions in a Mexican oyamo grove? Who gave Fred the proof he needed, that one teeny tag, to announce the discovery of the great monarch migration? Yes, the answer is yes. All of them, the scientists, the citizen scientists, the regular folks along the way, played a part in this discovery. Each person, in small ways or large, helped answer that century-old question, where do they go? And now we know. Each year, millions of monarchs fly the same path, generation after generation, from southern Canada through the United States to roost for the winter in central Mexico's mountains. Then they journey north again, feasting on milkweed plants along the way. There they are. However, today there's a new burning monarch question to be answered. How will they survive? Monarchs' numbers have plummeted since the 1976 discovery, from at least 1 billion down to millions. A handful now to each 100 then. Chemical sprays destroy their milkweed plants, logging and farming threaten their oyamo groves, pollution disrupts the air and weather for their flights. So, who can make a difference for the monarchs today? Who can preserve their landing spots and airstreams? Who can keep them alive? The answer is actually no mystery at all. Alright, so do you guys think you have an idea of who can help the monarchs? I think I know. So this book is a great story. It really tells the story of a community across continent of people that were dedicated and worked together to solve this mystery about the monarch butterflies. So in the back, there is more information about the discovery, and then there's even more information about how you can help the monarchs. So I know everybody sees monarchs and butterflies from time to time, and it's always really cool to do that. And can you imagine catching monarchs and then putting tiny tags on their wings? I can't imagine that. So that was crazy, but they solved the mystery in the end. And if you've not seen, there are some documentaries about the monarch migration, but you can find photos and videos of the monarchs in their hibernation place in Mexico. And there's so many of them. It's incredible to see that many butterflies in any one place. So do that. The Fulton County Library System has lots of other books if you're interested in insects and monarch butterflies in particular. You try eReads Kids. That is a great place to get ebooks. And you can get this book. You can borrow it. You can borrow this book with Libby by Overdrive as well. So definitely do that. And thank you guys so much for tuning into Imagination Station today. And we will see you next week.